Hello, fellow art lovers. Today I'm going to come to you with a video on how to gesso a canvas. Um, so this is one of the most important first steps in getting ready to do a painting. Some of these come pre-gessoed and they have a really good coating on them right from the factory, and you really don't need to unless you just want to. Gesso comes in white and black. You can also add this to paint so that it will adhere better. So one of the main reasons for gessoing a canvas is going to be so that the paint kind of sits more on the surface. This is especially important if you're going to do artwork on paper, like in a sketchbook or a drawing pad, or if you're working on a piece of wood. Before you gesso that and you just apply paint to it, the paint will suck right into the wood. So once it soaks into the wood, the colors just don't seem to pop as much. So you want that paint to be just a little bit more on the surface. So if you're dealing with a smaller canvas like this, they can slide around sometimes. So I have a piece of, I think it's masonite board that I use, that I will stick canvases onto as a backing, especially like if I'm using like a small piece of art paper. So a little trick you can do is you can turn it over. I'm going to use the painted side of this one today so that when I go to pull this one off, it won't stick. So just take some painter's tape, just a little piece of it. You don't need much. I'm just going to fold it on top of each other. And I usually do alternating corners. So I'll do one up here and then I'll do one down here. And then I will stick this on my board. If the paint will, or the thing will come off my finger. So I'm going to put that down there, and then I'm just going to push it down there. All right, so you want to make sure your surface is clean of any dust or debris. Depending on your taste and your preference, you can do a single coat of gesso, or you can do multiple coats of gesso. It's really up to you. Just kind of depends on if you're going to be doing a lot of layering of paint. So if you're going to be laying a lot of paint onto your canvas, you might not want as many coats of the gesso. I always shake my bottle up a little bit, kind of mix this up really good. It doesn't say on this particular bottle whether you should shake well or not, but I did have another brand that I was using before this one, and it did say shake well before using. I typically just dribble this right onto the canvas, just a little bit like that, and then use my gesso brush, and then just kind of grab it and pull it across. Gesso is fairly quick drying. It takes roughly, depending on how much you're applying at one time and what type of surface you're applying to, it can dry, in a half hour, or it might take an hour or two, just kind of depends. So you can see that pretty much coated it all the way across. Some artists will go every which way on theirs, and that's fine. If that's your preference, that's okay. Some artists are a little more meticulous, I guess, and they want it done a certain way. If you do want to put a second coat on, you can go the same direction if that's what you prefer. But I typically will turn this around like so, and now go this way, or I might just go that way and just leave it sitting here. It's just kind of, it's whatever your preference is. It's also gonna matter to like what size is your canvas. So if you have a bigger size canvas and you're working with it up on an easel, it might be easier to just flip the canvas rather than trying to go this way and hit the bottom of your lip where your canvas sits multiple times. So, all right, so that is gessoing a canvas. It's very simple. If you are going to be doing this on paper, Depending on how thick your paper is, you might want to keep it down to 1 coat. I have a sketchbook that has 75-pound weight paper, and 1 coat did it sufficiently. So, as always, if you like the video, hit that like button. And if you like future videos, hit the subscribe button and the bell so you know when they post. I'll see you guys again soon.